As they go into the arena earlier on, looking for a win. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Herter in at the point guard. And for Brooklyn, we've got Brown. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5, home in the paint. Irving with the ball. Right side, Griffin. Clock at 6.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power. I like this from Kyrie, looking for a high percentage shot, settling for nothing less.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Hunter. Lays it up off the glass.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Here's Irving from about 19 feet. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Herter. Offensive rebound, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
The pass to Harris. Brown with the bounce pass. Durant against Collins. No good there off the double clutch. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Stolen by Durant. And here is Irving. That one a little long.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Collins kicks to Hunter. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Irving, and the shot goes in. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
I mean, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Harden, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Okongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Tony Snell comes in for Dunn.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Passes to Reddish. Gallinari outside. 6 to shoot. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Now, here is Harden. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Bogdanovich looking around. Pass to Gallinari. The feed to Okongwu. Back to Gallinari. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Tough guy to defend. Gallinari with the skill, the knowledge of the game, and gifted physically. Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Dinwiddie against Bogdanovich. It's good.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
The Hawks leading by 4. Bogdanovich passes to Gallinari. Back to Bogdanovich. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Pulls up on the wing. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks, you've got Reddish. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Snell in at the 2-guard. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Gallinari outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Gallinari's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
So much of his offense is perimeter oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Harden dishes to Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Back to Dinwiddie. Let's keep it alive.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. To the paint. Back to Gallinari. Dinwiddie with the steal. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And Harden with the stop.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Bogdanovich passes to Reddish. He feeds it to Okongwu. It's stolen by Green. And Harden with the stuff.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Gallinari. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Hunter. Here's Young. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Woo, that teardrop, one of Trae Young's signature shots. He could teach a course on it.
Here's KD. And finished up by KD.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Irving attacking, and the rejection by Collins. And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3. Atlanta leading by 5. Here's Herter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Young inside. He's covered by Brown. Nets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Durant, the pass to Griffin. Outside, Green. Back to Durant. Puts the move on. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now Young. Down low, Durant with the steal. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And a star in his role, Clint Capella. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Brown out there with Irving, and it's Durant. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Griffin in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Irving with the ball. Now the dish to Durant. Shot clock at 5. Now the pass to Griffin. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And here's Harris from the arc. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Hawks leading by 5. Passes it to Collins. And here is Hunter. That's good from Collins on the assist by Hunter. Hunter's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. Shoots over Capella. Irving can't hit. Irving's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Brown against Young. Irving with the steal. Here's Durant, and he's fouled pretty hard. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Feeds it to Capella. Pass to Herter. From deep. It's rebounded by Durant. Nets trail by 6. It's stolen by Reddish. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Jumps up. And Reddish with the slam.
One thing all scouts love about Cam Reddish, for a wing, he has a huge frame that typically bodes well at this level.
Irving looking for an opening. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. James Harden comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for John Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Young. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Atlanta leading by 8. Bogdanovich inside. Dinwiddie covering. Griffin on the double team. Okongwu kicks to Reddish. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Harden, and he gets it to go. Harden's got 10.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Okongwu. Gallinari up top. And that one is good.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Dinwiddie outside. Over Bogdanovich. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Dinwiddie. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. There's the pass to Okongwu. Gallinari down low. Harden grabs the miss. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Jeff Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Gallinari. Trae Young, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's done in for Reddish. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
One of the most exciting, memorable players in college basketball history. Trae Young is incredible.
Both shots good from the stripe. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Harden has a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Hunter kicks to Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass. Bogdanovich has got 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harden scanning the floor. No good with the triple. Dunn right side. Here's Hunter. Lays it up off the glass. Hunter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing.
That's just how it is.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the point. Here's Irving. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Passes it to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's in there. And the Hawks lead by 15.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Looking to get it going. And there's the nice layup by Irving.
He gets to the rim at will. Kyrie, one of the most elusive players you'll ever see.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Herter. The putback, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Outside Irving. Got it. Good job on the low post.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Herter. Young outside. Back to Herter. To the middle. Here's Hunter. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Here's Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
The Hawks leading by 13. Young looking around. Capella inside, working on Green. Capella with the bucket.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Young passes to Collins. Back to Young. To the left wing for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And the shot goes down.
Great hustle by KD. Staying competitive after the miss.
Young outside. Pass to Capella. Here's Herter. And it's sent back by Irving. They get it back, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Atlanta making some changes. Nets trail by 11. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Irving attacking, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 1:03 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Snell. Gallinari outside. The 3. Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovich. Gallinari on the wing. 5 on the clock. Tries again. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 11.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Here's KD. Here's Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Over Gallinari. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the triple.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Teague, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Nets, they've got Joe Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A nice shot by Irving. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside, bro. We're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on him.
Here's Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. Inside, the kick out to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Brown. And Brown drops them both. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Passes to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo with it. Middleton outside. To the inside. Knocked loose. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Next ball.
And here's Brooklyn. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Outside, KD. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irvin has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Here's Durant. No good that time, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6 points.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown. Now here is Holiday. Giannis kicks to Forbes. Pass to Holiday. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And it's 8 points for Giannis.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Harden outside. 1:43 left here in the first quarter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam.
Heads up basketball, plain and simple, guys.
In the corner, it's Harris. Outside, Irving. The shot off that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. And it's the Bucks on the break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Harden. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters. We're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Milwaukee in the lead. In the corner, Middleton with it. For the three. Hits it from three-point range.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Shot to stop the run. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
One important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Griffin is out there with Green, and it's Durant. Then there's Brown, and it's Dinwiddie in at the one. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Dinwiddie wide open. Off target from three-point range. Bucks leading by 6. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Now Holiday. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Giannis passes to Forbes. Here's Tucker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And that's an intentional foul. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Teagan for Bryn Forbes. And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Kicks it down to Middleton. Off target from outside. Nets trail by 10. Here's Irving. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kicks it out to Giannis. Second chance shot. The Bucks working the ball around. DiVincenzo against Irving. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Here's Lopez. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lobbed up there for KD. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Here's Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days, and as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton, and it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks, and it's good, 2 points. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Teague with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Middleton. Teague dishes to Middleton. To the paint. The shot's good from Lopez.
Lopez really not a guy who creates his own shot, but he bailed them out there with the clock winding down.
Irving surveying the floor. KD on the wing. Irving kicks to KD. And so it's Milwaukee holding up. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sport. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points. And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer, starting the second half. We've got Holiday. E.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the point. And Holiday has it in the corner. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Outside Irving. Shoots the three. Good on the triple. Irving's got 11.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Kicks to Forbes. Buries the long-range jumper. Forbes has got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks.
And as a spot-up shooter, guys, Forbes is right there amongst the best in the league, and his movement is what separates him from many. And he gets those chances, he'll convert.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time. Here is Forbes. Holiday, no one around him.
Got 3 off the mark. Brown the pass to Durant. 9 feet out. The shot's good. Brown making the play. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 16 points for him. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Outside Irving. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half. And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes it, makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
In the corner, Middleton with it. There's 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. 1:27 left in the third. Here's Harden. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to T. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Bucks passing it around. Teague the pass to Middleton. Lopez dishes to Teague.
Yeah, and Teague keeps defenders off balance, out of their comfort zone, and quite often because of that, he's able to draw fouls.
The Bucks shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. .102 left to play in the third. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Beyond the arc. And again, the Bucks miss. Nets trail by 9. Harden inside the three-point line. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Teague. Middleton's got 5 now.
Jeff Teague doing exactly what a point guard should do, setting up his guys nicely.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
16 seconds left here in the third quarter. T kicks to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
Hey, you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks lead by 7. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. They double him with Green. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's DiVincenzo. They grab their own miss. And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Durant, and he banks in the layup.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Giannis passes to Portis. Holiday surveying the floor. Down low, stolen by Durant. And here we go, the fast break with Dinwiddie. And the rejection by Giannis. KD against Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And they go to the intentional foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker comes in for Bobby Portis. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Irving with a clean look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Middleton for 3. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
The deep 3 from Irving. Here's Durant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Back to Giannis. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Pat Connaughton. Just 3 to shoot. Antetokounmpo dishes to Giannis. It's hauled in by Harris. Nets trail by 9. In the corner, Irving with it. Another miss by Irving.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Back to Middleton. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. Inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bucks leading by 9. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Pulls it from the elbow. And the Bucks miss again. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, in my mind, KD is one of the top 10 all-time guys that you want taking that shot. His length, his ball handling, his shooting, and his confidence makes him huge in late-game situations.
pass to Holiday. Lets the three fly, and Middleton the bucket on the assist by Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a three on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Now DiVincenzo. And so the Bucks take the win. A narrow win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it. In at the 3 spot. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Well, Durant embracing the contact, plays with so much confidence.
Embiid, the pass to Harris. Pass to Thibault. And the rejection by Harden. Here's Irving. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
There's the pass to Embiid. Griffin with the steal. Outside Durant. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving. It's not going to go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. And it's Simmons penetrating. And the shot is good.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the game. We've played just over a minute here in the first. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Simmons feeling it out a bit, and it's Harris off the drive, and slam dunk by Harris.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Harden against Harris. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Now, here is Irving. 6 to shoot. Harris kicks to Harden. And the 3 off target. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Here's Curry. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And here's Harden for 3. Another miss by Harden.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And that one's good. Thibault.
You have to be unselfish if you're going to lead your team to great things. And I think Embiid gets that.
Now here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Embiid. Top of the key. And that one goes long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Thibault can't get it to go. Curry outside. Harris kicks to Curry. Pass to Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting, but there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Harden with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And Embiid with the block.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green. He's checked in for Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Now here's Milton. Tolliver the pass to Milton. And Brown over to help. Offensive rebound. To the wing on the left. Back to Howard. Tries yet again. And it's good on the way in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Irving surveying the floor. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
High post shot, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Philadelphia ahead. They're up. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. On out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in its center.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
The drive by Green. Here now is Dinwiddie. And he hits it to tie the game up.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Now here's Milton. He's guarded closely. The kick out to Hill. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. On the wing, Milton. Here's Howard. Yes, that goes in.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Irving with the ball. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Outside, Green. Passes it to Claxton. Dinwiddie outside. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Howard.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV soon. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Harden scanning the floor. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Simmons with it, and it's Harden picking him up to the inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Here's Harden. No good off the back of the rim. Philadelphia with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Nets trail by 10. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. No good on the three. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Green. And Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. And finished off by Brown.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
To the middle. It's tipped. And here we go. Harden heading. Hammering it in.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Pass to Howard. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here is Harden. 6 points for him. At the elbow, Griffin. Durant kicks to Harris. No good from outside. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, for the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding. And that...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Back to Harden. From the arc. That one misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Inside. Curry passes to Thibault. Back to Curry. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Thibault finds Embiid. The shot from the low post is good. And the 76ers lead by 14.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Takes it from 10, and the rejection by Embiid. For 3, Harris. And no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Durant, the pass to Irving, and stolen by Simmons. On its way from Curry for 2, and the 76ers get it back. Embiid kicks to Curry. The pass to Simmons. Back to Embiid. Now Thibault, just 4 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way from deep Harden. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Harris from the arc. Offensive rebound. And the layup is good. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
A substantial, towering presence. Simmons creates second chance opportunities night in and night out.
Here's Harden. Outside for Griffin. Harden with it. Now defended by Embiid. To end the run. Harden, that's good. Harden's got 8 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
For 3, Harris. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And now the 76ers on the break. Curry, good. He's got 7.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Yep, it counts. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys are truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Well, this is why Kyrie Irving can make a defense look bad. He can beat you with his scoring or his passing.
And so they foul intentionally. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Some changes for Philadelphia. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here's Maxey. Dinwiddie covering. And here's Green outside. Drops in the tray. Green's got 6.
To me, you've got to chase Danny Green off the line. Make this guy put it on the deck because the three-point shot is his most dangerous weapon.
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. And stolen by Jordan. And even 3-on-3 break. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Now, here's Milton. Here's Maxey. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Green, also out there, Joe Harris, and it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harris, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Hill, no good. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Maxey. The 76ers leading by 11. Curry kicks to Harris. Off target with his three.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Dinwiddie attacking. Brown finds Green. Back to Brown. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Curry outside. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Brown. Left side, Harris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Curry dishes to Howard. Back to Curry. Howard, the pass to Thybulle. Outside for Curry. Launches a three. No good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Dinwiddie. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pass to Thybulle. 76ers moving the ball around. Curry makes it off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 7.
This guy's a really clever penetrator. You have to be aware of Seth Curry's craftiness on the drive.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Down low. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Green. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Tolliver comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for George Hill. Here's KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
I think Kevin Durant prides himself on doing everything at an elite level. And really, think about how he's improved his defense in the prime of his career.
And the 76ers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Harden outside. Left side, Griffin. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And the 76ers with some changes. Harris is checked in for Tolliver. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Harden hits them both.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Harris kicks to Simmons. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. It's good again, and the next one 7 for 8 shooting night so far. Al Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
To the inside. Back to Simmons. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by Simmons. Embiid. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And then Durant with the dunk.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Curry on the wing. Harris passes to Simmons. Bible on the wing. Back to Simmons. Now Harris. Curry outside. It's in.
No hesitation from Seth Curry on the catch and shoot. You can see the confidence in his mechanics. That's
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to two. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's Durant in at the power forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Herter in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Hunter. Dunn passes to Collins. Fires the 3. Blake Griffin pulls it in. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Griffin can't get it to go in. Dunn looking over the floor. And there's Collins on the assist from Dunn.
John Collins does a nice job reading the defense there, staying focused right through the contact and gets the finish.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Griffin. Here's Irving. Durant, and KD is right there.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Hunter. Lays it up off the glass.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Pass to Capella. And here is Hunter. Back to Capella. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Harden outside. Lobbed up there for Durant. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Ooh, that play was nasty. Durant showing how aggressive he can really be.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Hunter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. So for the Hawks, Alinari, he's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. And a change for the Nets. Green's checked in. KD can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Capella, and the layup's good off the glass. Capella's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Now here's Durant. Kicks it to Green. Harden outside. Back to Green. It's stolen by Capella. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded now by Irving. Gallinari wide open. The rebound by Harden. Nets trail by 6. Out to KD. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Gallinari attacking. Pass to Bogdanovich. Capella trying to free himself up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Harden, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Harden hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Green is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. That's tipped, and so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Gallinari outside. Shot clock at 5. Young inside. Dinwiddie covering. Young, good. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Young taking his time here. Bogdanovich against Harden. Nets trail by 6. Brown finds Dinwiddie. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Young. Finished off the break.
Willing to get out and run. Trae Young will take those points however he can get to him.
Harden with it. He's got 6. Launches it. Atlanta with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Reddish. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And O'Connell slams it in.
Now, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Okongwu. Good on the bucket. And now a 12-point Atlanta lead.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Harden scanning the floor. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game. The kick out to Young. No good there. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Throws it up high. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Gallinari outside, fires the three, and the three ball is good. Gallinari's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And here's Harden for 3. But they'll get another chance. Brown outside. Pass to Harden. No good. Shot missing. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 11. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 11. And Shaq. And...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then it's Williams. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the 1. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. 5 on the clock. Williams dishes to Collins. They get it back. Capella. A second chance effort. He can't get that one to fall. Nets trail by 8. And finished off by KD.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Herter passes to Williams. Back to Herter. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Williams looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Collins. And stolen by Irving. Harden outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Now Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
Now, here is Harden. Not a lot of room. The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Dunn comes in for Kevin Herter. Now, here's Dunn. Dishes to Hunter. Outside Collins. Over Durant. Hunter with it. Harris is there. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
I like Hunter with that frame and size. When he gets to the inside, there will be contact.
So Kongwu's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Tony Snell. Then for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And here is Irving. Outside Durant. Jacks up a three. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 6. To the paint. Here's Young. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Young's got 6 points.
The big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Okongwu. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw. The Nets making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And he sinks the second. Nets trail by 9. Irving with it. The three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Hawks passing it around. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Irving drives in, and he gets the bucket. 5 points in the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Now the pass to Collins. Inside, it's stolen by Brown. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin with the ball. Brown outside. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Back to Griffin. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Hunter grabs the miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Brown against Young. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
A deep three from Irving. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Atlanta leading by 11. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Griffin. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Brown in at the 2 spot. Here's Herter, covered by Irving. Back to Dunn. 4 on the clock. Herter passes to Capella, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. James Harden, he's checked in for Brown. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Herter passes to Dunn. Here's Capella. Here's Herter, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Hawks lead by 11. Harden outside from downtown. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Now done. Pass to going up. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. It's blocked.
How about that? That's a big boost defensively if Herder can get in there and block shots and intimidate in some way.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
From deep, Harden. They get it back. And on the way from Irving for three, it's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Herder. Offline with his three. Nets trail by 10. Oh, Griffin in position. And stolen by Dunn. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Herder passes to Reddish. Irving with the steal. Poke loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Trae Young comes in for Dunn. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herder. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in for Green. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Harden. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Young outside. Over Irving. The Hawks again can't hit. Nets trail by 8. High post, KD. Up again. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bogdanovich against Durant. Out to Gallinari. Down low. Here's Capella. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Here's Harden. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Clint Capella. First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. Atlanta making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Harden hits them both. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Passes to Capella. Back to Young. Feeds it to Capella. Shoots over Griffin. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Durant. And finished up by KD.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Now, here is Young. It's hauled in by Harris.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Harden, yes!
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And here's Bogdanovich. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Young in the corner. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Trae Young, so fun to watch that smooth stroke.
On the wing, Harden. Count it!
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And so the Hawks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone said, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2. So the next starting 5. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. And for the Bucks, They've got Chris Middleton. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the four-man position. Now here's Durant. The rebound by Middleton.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you can find his teammates too.
Harden has a wide open look. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. It's good. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Now, Antetokounmpo following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. On the clock, Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Griffin. The rebound by the Bucks.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Holiday against Harden. Middleton on the wing for the three. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first five here to start the game.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
And here's Harden for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Harden outside. Again, the miss by Harden.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Misses off the left iron. Nets trail by 5. Shoots from 14. A shot's good from Irving.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Now here is Holiday. Now DiVincenzo. And Middleton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Bucks passing it around. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. There's the feed to Green. Pass to Claxton. And stolen by Portis. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
Sometimes it's a real trick bag trying to guard Antetokounmpo. I mean, his skill set and build and length and athleticism draws a ton of fouls.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Puts it up from 12. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Now here's Teague. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. It's deflected. Portis. And he banks in the layup.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end. Always in attack mode.
Dinwiddie with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the wing, Irving. He could go, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, they love to see that kind of defense from Forbes, working hard at all aspects of his game.
And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis,
definitely the game will slow down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bucks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
We've got Teague. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Nora in at the 4 slot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Chris Middleton's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Now Holiday following the 3-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Fades back. Portis can't get it to go.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Dinwiddie's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Irving against Holiday. That one falls.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
And a wide open look for Irving. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks leading by 6. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here is Holiday. Not going to go that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Harden the pass to Durant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. 1:46 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. That one goes. Count it. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
Now here's Harden. Got a piece of it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Launches the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Holiday. Middleton against Harden. Middleton dishes to Forbes. And Middleton kicks to Forbes. Here's Portis. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 4-point Bucks lead.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Harden. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Buffalo bully ball right there, partner.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
So that'll be it for the first half. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 11 points. And that'll...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Hicks. And it's KD in at the power forward position.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Now, here's Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Lopez inside. Griffin on him. DiVincenzo with it. And it's Harden picking him up. Lopez with the bucket.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Teague. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Drills the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now here's Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Griffin with some nice D. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Brown the pass to Llewellyn. Outside for KD. The three-pointer no good. The Bucks shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Middleton's got his second bucket.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden scanning the floor. Here's Durant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And now we've got the intentional foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Irving subbed in for Brown. Back to Middleton. There's the three. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden outside. 1:57 left in the third. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Portis, great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Outside Holiday. 1:14 left to play here in the third. Portis kicks to Middleton. Shoots from 8. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Irving can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here is Durant, following the basket by Chris Middleton. That one drops for him. KD's got 6 points in the quarter. For Milwaukee, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And here's Holiday. He's got 6. Outside Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. Another shot. Hits it down to Middleton. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Now here's Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, the elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it too, folks.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for Brooklyn. A 2-point game. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. There's the steal, and they go to the intentional foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Teague. Lopez. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Lopez has got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home, extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
And good that time.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. There's the lob at Kumbo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Harris looking it over. 6 to shoot. And Harden with the stuff.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo up top. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Outside, KD. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
And here we go. Pushing it up. No stopping him there. Jams it in his... Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
And Brooklyn turns it over again.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Pass to Holiday. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton, defended by Griffin, and they'll turn it over. Did not get off his shot. 24-second violation. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Durant down low. Working on Portis. The kick out to Irving. Back to Durant. Outside Irving. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Bucks. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Giannis is running. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
Well, you got to have a plan for Giannis on the drive. I mean, he's extremely aggressive. The defense really unable to handle him.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bobby Portis.
Needed those and got it. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Holiday against Harden. Dishes it to Griffin. The rebound by Middleton. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. The kick out to Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Back to DiVincenzo. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Katie. Count!
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Middleton can't get it to go. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind...
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
went with
growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Irving. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin, and it's Harden in at the point. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. And Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. Now Simmons after the missed 3 from KD, and it's good for 2.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
Irving against Curry. And Embiid with the block. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Now, here is Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and Harden is so quick to the cup, just exposing the weak defense with his speed.
76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Curry. Harris outside. Back to Curry. He dishes it to Harris. The pass to Embiid. Curry way outside, and the 76ers get it back. Count the basket.
He seems to have a sense for where misses are going. Embiid so fantastic at getting ideal positioning on the glass.
Now here's Harden. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Oh, yeah, difficult finish, but if you expected him to back down, you better think again.
Another miss by Curry. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2.
Well, it's easy to see how Harden's been the league's top assist man before. I mean, he makes the special feeds.
Curry finds Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Harris against Harden. Outside Irving. To the inside. Now Kevin Durant. 6 on the shot clock. 20 feet out. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Passes it to Embiid. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Oh, that was something else.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Simmons passes to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. And Embiid gets it to go.
It's all clicked into place for him this quarter. He's not missed a single shot.
Harden inside the three-point line. Simmons pulls it in.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, man, and defenders have to be more cautious when guarding Harris. He is constantly looking to draw contact on the shots.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Irvin. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And so it's Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Green. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. And it's Milton in at the shooting guard position. Milton finds Howard. Here's Maxey. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 6. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Here's Dinwiddie, and they call the foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Harris outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Claxton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Claxton's got his first basket.
Oh, no hesitation to get it to the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert the easy.
Milton the pass to Howard. Pass to Korkmaz. Down low. The kick out to Hill. Green inside. Headed by Green. Here's Howard. And too long on the shot.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Dinwiddie wide open. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The 76ers lead. Trying to end the drought. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
And here's Milton. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Howard. And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Back to Howard. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's Howard's comfort zone. In close, near the bucket.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. The Nets also changing it up. KD's checked in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Oh, and look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
Passes it to Simmons. The rebound by the Nets.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And a deep three from Irving. The long distance three is buried. Irving's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shots good by Simmons.
He puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Outside Irving. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, this field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
To the paint. Irving attacking. Pass to Claxton. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. And that one hits back iron. Harris kicks to Thibault. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better? And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
So for Brooklyn now, Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Harden against Harris. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off of the slam. He has just unreal hops.
Outside Curry. Pass to Harris. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Outside Irving. Out to KD. And KD throws it down.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Pass to Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard's checked in for Tobias Harris. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Maxey's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Ben Simmons. In the corner, Harden. It's stolen by Green. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
We love to see the big fella run the floor and finish on the fast break. Embiid showing the hustle.
Harden outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hill passes to Embiid. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And Harden with the stuff.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime.
Approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Green dishes to Embiid. Over Durant. And it's sent back by KD.
Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by him.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Dinwiddie's got space. Tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the 76ers with some changes. Scott comes in for Embiid, and it's Shake Milton in for George Hill. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. Maxey passes to Green. To stop the run. Milton's shot is good.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
It's Durant on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. First one falls for it. And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. Both good from the line that time. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Dishes to Green. And it's blocked by Scott. And he gets it back. They kick it out to Green. Shot clock at 6. Moves back up. The offensive rebound. Brown the pass to Dinwiddie. But they recover it. Back to Brown. On deep. And again, it's the Nets missing. Here's Milton. And it goes down 2 points. Milton's got 6 points.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Irving looking for an opening. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth. And the third quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 6. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Harris. Then it's Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Simmons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Harden against Harris. And stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Basket counts.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
Harden up top. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Durant comes in for Green. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Brown. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
He's so crafty with the ball. The ability to score inside and outside, just a terrific night from Harden.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first free throw is good.
I mean, think about Durant. He's such a unique player. He uses his length. That's my man, Stretch Armstrong. He's basically a 7-foot guard. Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
And Simmons kicks to Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden against Harris. It's Harden with the drive. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 6. Durant, that's good.
Good at cashing in from mid-range. Such a consistent shooter, Mr. Kevin Durant.
Simmons inside. KD's on him. Curry finds Simmons. That shot off. Good D by Harden. Brooklyn leading by 8. Finished off the break. 20 points for James Harden.
Oh, just spectacular in the open floor. When Harden's coming downhill, you're at his mercy.
Outside for Curry. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that's reflected in the score.
Embiid with the steal. Fast break Philadelphia. Embiid leading the charge.
I like seeing Embiid rise to the occasion. He knows how to capitalize during important stretches of games.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead early. And Embiid with the block. Outside Curry.
And you don't ever.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And the jam by Harden.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
But they get it back. Dribble on the wing. Simmons finds Embiid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Does not go down. And this makes him 7 for 12 in the game. Here's Harden. Banked in off the glass.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
Simmons passes to Thibault. Outside Curry. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple.
That's a slip-up by the team. I'm sure they know it. I mean, the one guy you don't want to give an open 3 to.
Irving kicks to Harden. Seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Harden with the stuff.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Here's Curry with the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Left side Irving. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, versatile defender who can guard at any position. Simmons.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.